Welcome back to another vlog from Bragdeal. My name is Dan Bragg, and today I'm gonna go over the tool that I'm personally using for my business and I recommend for you to have as well, that will solve all of the questions that the clients have and will make sure to advertise you 24/7. Alright guys, so I got a new setup going on here with a new camera. I got a new microphone set up, so the quality and the sound should be a lot better. If you agree, make sure to like the video. I want to go over a couple things that a lot of questions have been asked by my clients recently, mostly around the video animation aspect, and that's kind of the visuals of the business. Now, when we have an animation made for the business, it's not just to have something done just for the sake of doing it. There's a thought and process behind it. The idea is that, for example, if you ever sit at home and you watch TV and you see a commercial come up with a nice cartoon animation going on, usually that captures your attention because of a few different reasons. Number one, it's very friendly and catchy. Number two, it's very direct to the point as to what the message is about. And number three, it's memorable. It makes you remember that specific character or the colors or the concept itself even after the ad has been played. And the best part about it, the ad is done once and then it's being replayed over and over and over again, and it doesn't cost any more money to recreate it because it's already been created. You just have to pay for maybe the space on the ad. But now let's think of other perspectives aside from ad space on TV and so on. If you have a website set up, if you have social media platforms set up, at this point now you can start taking that same video created for your business and start putting it up there on those platforms, and next thing you know, 30 seconds or 45 seconds or however long the video is, it allows your customers or your potential clients in the future to come and see what your business is about without you even having to talk to them or sell them or anything like that. They're actually spending their time to watch it themselves, and if they decide to contact you, then you have a pretty warm lead calling you right away and interested in your business. Now, the other thing that I think is strictly important is for SEO, search engine optimization. If you have videos set up on your website, that's already a plus for Google and other search engines. They like to see that you have some sort of video on your page because it shows diversity in the content. It shows that you're trying to engage and provide content to your clients, and that's a very major plus. Now, the other reason is you're creating yourself backlinks. If you have a video posted on YouTube, you have a video posted on Facebook and other social media, you're creating potential avenues of traffic to go back to your site, and that can only improve ranking. It cannot harm it. Now, of course, having a video is allowing you to get out the content to different areas that you wouldn't normally do, and allowing the clients that you potentially never would have met to see who you are and come back to you. And at this point, you can potentially generate new leads, new clients that you would never have been reached before. And more so, you actually explain your business in 30 seconds or less to clients that just don't have the time to read, don't have the time to call you and talk to you on the phone, and you just solve that problem for them because now they can do it on their own time whenever they're ready. And the best part is they can do it from the phone, on their lunch break, wherever, because now it's very simple and easy for them to do. Now, I also wanted to cover how we actually go about in creating those videos. It looks all simple and when it's all done and it's playing, but there's a lot involved behind the scenes, and I kind of wanted to walk you through the whole process just so you have an idea. I have posted a video in the past, I think it was last week, where we actually show you a full-on process from the beginning to the end. I'll have a link in the description below as well, kind of walking you through how it goes from the sketching of the ideas to actually the production and how the final result looks like. So I'm going to actually play the video right now with time-lapse of how we come up with just from the concept to actually sketches, and then later on creating a full storyboard, and then going to the client, getting the approval, and then moving on to the graphics. It's a very important stage to make sure that we have all the right points, all the right scenes outlined in quick sketches. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it doesn't have to be a lot of time spent into actually sketching. The whole idea is to get the mind across what the thoughts are on paper, so that whenever we review it together, we can actually go through what's good, what's not good, and then cut things out so that we have less revisions going forward. As soon as that's approved, we start doing the graphics. Now, as you can see from the sketches on the paper, there's minimal amount of graphics, there's minimal amount of background, but as soon as we take that to the next level and we start adding the details, every little part in that scene has to be drawn, has to be animated, and has to flow from scene to scene in a nice transition. once that's done, we actually start doing the actual animation. And in this case is when parts are actually moving, start being alive. As you could probably see from the other video when we showed the process, that's the part where things are becoming more alive, it becomes more fun, and this is when you actually see the final result. And then obviously once the whole video is created, it comes to the point of creating the script for the voiceover. Whether it's done before or after, it really depends. It could help building the storyboard if it's done before. It's also easier to see what script will fit with the video afterwards. So it really depends on the person. We can work either way really. It's really a matter of preference for the client. Now comes the part where we find the right song for the right video. And that's usually the toughest part, is finding something that will fit perfectly to the video and the message that comes across to that video. So when we do finally nail that one video that we really like and it fits, that's when we put and sync it together, make sure the sound is not overlapping, make sure the voice is nice and clear when the voiceovers are playing, and then at some point, once we match all of that up, now you have the complete video. I hope the sirens in the background did not distract you from what I'm talking about. We are downtown, it's bound to happen every 5 to 10 minutes. So I hope the information that you got so far really helped out you just not understand why you should have the video, but you understand behind the scenes as well. I personally really strongly recommend to any business that doesn't have that yet set up is to really consider getting a video animation done. It can be as short as 15 seconds if you don't have the budget. 30 seconds is usually ideal. I would recommend anywhere between 15 to 45 seconds will probably be the best range to capture your message across with your intro and outro at the beginning and end. If you kind of go overboard from that time frame, I don't believe a lot of clients will watch it. If you do go over that time, like say a minute and a half, 2-3 minutes, that's when you actually go into explainer videos. It's no longer a promo. Nobody really sits down and watches a promo for more than 30 seconds to 45 seconds. It gets really boring, and unless you have a super amazing concept that really captures attention. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it clarified a lot of questions you might have. If you did, like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.